Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 3. We will present about scope of psycholinguistics. Let's start with first material.
Today I will explain about our first material about how language produces. The term language acquisition is preferred among psycholinguists rather than language learning because it is aimed at the process of earning language knowledge without speaker qualification. Lyons, 1981. The process of obtaining language occurs in childhood and is internally motivated, which includes behavior and verbal communication. Any normal child growing up will have a first language or mother language in the first years of his or her life, and this process occurs until approximately 5 years of age. After that, at puberty, about 12 until 14 years, until it reaches adulthood, about 18 until 20 years, the child will still have the mother language. After puberty, the child language skill do not progress much even though he continues to develop vocabulary or not as much as previous advances. The acquisition of the mother language is the main language for the child because it is most stable language of knowledge and use. When a child is obtaining his or her mother tongue, there are two processes. First, competency, and second, perception. Competency is a grammar mastery process that takes place unwittingly. This competency process is a requirement of performance process that concern the process of understanding and generating a statement. The process of understanding words involves the ability to understand the sentence heard, while the process of producing speech will be the next language ability. Perception is an individual process of collecting, interpreting, and understanding information through a tool of origin. You can see in the slide there is a picture and called literal perception. Babies get primary information about an object based on its sensing. By interacting, begin to develop visual and auditory skills so that he could distinguish different stimuli both in terms of shape, texture, color, pattern, sound, movement, and how the relationship between imaging and meaning. That's all for me and will be continued by Rini Kinanti.
How people use language for communication. The language has a function as a directive which regulates the behavior of the listener, and Halliday defines as instrumental function, while Jacobson called rhetorical. From this angle, the language not only makes the listener to do something, but the activities are consistent with what the speaker wants. The speaker not only expresses emotion through language, but also shows emotion when delivering their speech. From the contact angle of the speaker and listener, the language has a function. Financier called it as interpersonal and Halliday called it as interactional. Pranowo and Halliday, 1996, page 63, classify the function of language. First, instrumental function is the function of the language used to manipulate the environment. Second, regulatory function is the use of language that serves to control an event. Third, the representational function of language that serves to make a statement, present the facts, and etc. And fourth, personal function, namely the use of language that serves to express feeling, emotion, personality, and etc. And last, the use of interactional function of language help to maintain the relationship.
That's all for us. If you have questions, please comment below. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.